Chelsea, you don't have to try to tell us that you're not male-centered. Baby, we see something totally different than what your words are saying. Let's get into today's video.
Real hot girl shit.
So leading up into Chelsea's most recent vlog that she just posted, I want to say last night, I have to say this. I was excited to see her in the cabin trip with the new boo or whatever. I was very, very interested, but that's not what we got.
I did vlog while on the cabin trip, but I didn't vlog a lot. And I just decided ultimately to just trash the footage.
Now, as someone that does talk about their life online and does share their life online, I do omit certain things in my vlogs because some certain things are just not for public consumption. You know, you need some type of privacy. But with Chelsea hyping up the vlog, you know, her audience was very excited to see her on this trip with this man. It didn't happen, okay? She decided to opt out on showing the footage from her and the boy at the cabin and things like that. Now, this is my thing. Back in December, during Mia Snow's Christmas party, Dion, her ex, was still with her. They were still in communication. Then when she posted her New Year, New Me video, her vibes that she wanted to see in 2026, she said her relationship was complicated. That was January. Now here we are in February, almost into March, and baby girl got a whole new man. But all the while in this new vlog, she kept stating that she wanted to make sure that she's finding her, see what she likes, you know, and she's not, you know, moving on too fast and like, this is her life, da da da. It was a lot going on. It was like through the vlog, she was trying to prove to us, the people, okay, the consumers of the content, that she wasn't moving on too fast. Now, for Chelsea to have went through a really tough 2025 mentally, you would think that she would have taken a little bit of time before jumping into another situation with another person. I think you need a few months, maybe even a year before start dating again. That's just me. Before I met my husband, I was very much single. I was single probably from like March-ish, around my birthday, April 2019, all the way until I met him. And once we got together, which was in October, I had nothing but months to figure out me. What made Aisha happy? What made Aisha mad? What Aisha will not take? And to go from one relationship to the next without actually handling those things mentally, yes, your new relationship will be a little tough. Now, she said, you know, she still was going through things, battling things, because obviously we see this girl has not healed herself. I think for Chelsea, she wants companionship. Yes. So for her, being alone, that's insufferable because she doesn't like being alone. Being by herself means that she has to actually face her demons by herself, and she has to be within that by herself. So that's why trying to have a relationship with God doesn't seem as authentic. When we see her in her I love Jesus phase, it doesn't seem genuine. But like I said, this is someone that's been watching her for a couple of years now. So I've been seeing the same patterns. I'm just saying, I'm just a consumer of the content. I'm not trying to look too deeply into this lady's life. But that's just what I can tell from watching the videos. We heard when she and Dion first got together, that was her ex-boyfriend. When she and Dion first got together, she jumped from one relationship to the next, and then her and Dion ended up moving in together. This girl has never been by herself. So the fact that she wanted to move into an apartment by herself, she did that, baby. We checked that off the list. And then she said she wanted to experience life by herself. Checked, we did that. But then you kept being with the man that you said you didn't want to be with, but you wanted to be with him, but you wanted to be living alone. You're posting it. We are only responding to it. As a girl who wanted love, wanted to be loved, loves being in a relationship, as a girl who is that too, I can also see when a girl also needs to be by herself. It's so important to be able to just live by yourself. See what you like, see what you enjoy. Yes, you can have a little companion on the side, you know, doing a little thing, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, you do have to heal. Chelsea's not healed from the relationship with Dion, and she thinks this new relationship is going to heal her. They want to say in the vlogs, you know, that she knows what's best for herself, and, you know, as viewers, we should just watch. But it's like we're watching the content, but then you don't want us to respond back to the content. Why have open comments if you don't want your people to comment? Baby, that's why I got a whole YouTube channel, okay? We gonna talk about it. My thing is with Chelsea, with her wanting to share more, I think she's putting herself more into more holes, because from this vlog that I just watched, I don't see a girl that is healed and that is finally ready and renewed for a new relationship. Like I said, in December 2025, Chelsea was in one other relationship. January 2026, Chelsea is entering a new relationship with a new guy. They've only been together a couple weeks, maybe even a month. If you wanted to do this whole self-love journey, who am I journey, you gotta do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way she can give advice or keep doing these sit downs and tell her business, because you're not being totally truthful and totally honest with your audience. It's just not happening. As someone, like I said, who does content, I give y'all just enough. There's nothing I feel like I am wanting to tell y'all, but if I'm gonna tell y'all something, I feel like I'm gonna just say it in full. There's no point of me half-assing on information. She half-asses on a lot of information that she tells, and then people put things together, put the pieces of the puzzle together, and sometimes the puzzle may not look right, but it's fitting, okay? It may not be the right pieces, but they're fitting together. So as someone, like I said, who does content, I understand how someone can look at a video and kind of interpret it completely differently than the way that you've wanted it to be interpreted. But it's like you're giving people bits and pieces of information and they're putting them together, because that's what we do as we watch the videos. The videos are in chronological order. Excuse us for putting 2 and 2 together and making 20. That's not our fault. I saw somebody in her comments. I'm gonna put the comment up right here. I saw somebody in her comments and I was just like, yes, I totally agree with this person. I saw a lot of people in the comments also stating, be on your journey. You don't have to be with somebody. Like, it was a lot of those comments. And I don't necessarily see negativity in her comments. So maybe Chelsea gets to her comments quickly. Like when her video goes up for the first time, I typically do not see negative comments in her comment section. I ain't saying she don't get them, but I'm saying I don't be seeing them. So I feel like this. Chelsea has a lot of older people that watch her. She has a lot of people that is her age. Like, me and Chelsea are not too far apart. I think she's maybe a year or two older than me. So I see Chelsea's videos as a woman who is married, as a woman who was healed before she got into her relationship with her now husband. I see the same signs that I was going through. And no, I don't think that girl is ready for a new relationship. And you can't tell your audience to stop worrying and stop nitpicking in the comments, because you are showing this in real time, okay? So that is all for today's video. Like I said, what do you think about this whole situation down in the comment section down below? And you already know, Aisha said so.